sure you knew that even with the mask on and the hat on. I love it. What a great way to podcast inside is to be ready to go outside. And why am I ready to go outside? Well, whatever the title may be, because I don't know yet, it's going to be about anticipation of the next day, of the first day, of the big return, whatever it may be. And I just wanted to be ready for that. Part of anticipation is getting ready, right? And here I am ready, all masked up, to stay warm and to stay COVID compliant. Got my hat on to stay warm. It doesn't matter. I don't think hair can spread it. Can it? I don't know. But here I am masked up. Remember to wear your mask. Every single mountain around the planet requires it. There's not one that doesn't. And some of them, I think, even require them while you're out taking runs. You're likely to have one anyway, depending on how cold it is, but I think some of them require them anyway. Masks everywhere, on the lift, in the line, on the runs, everywhere, right? Right, but you know where it's not required? Ugh. In Ski-Rex Media Studio 1, where it's getting warm under the light, and I don't really need a mask in here because I'm all alone, talking to you folks. So how are you doing? No new episode last week, new episode this week. I didn't really have a good one last week. I really didn't. Sometimes I think it's better to skip, and other people agree that it's better to skip than just put out something you're not happy with, because if you're not happy with it, it may not be good, it may be good, it may not be good. But if you're not happy with it, there's a likelihood that you didn't do it as well as you wanted, and it won't be good, and no one else will like it. So better to skip it instead of just throwing out junk, basically. I know there's more to it than that. I don't mean to sound like I have a lack of confidence, but I know when something isn't great or what it is or what isn't. Right. So anyway, how are we doing? I hope last week you had a good week. I hope this week you're having a good week. I hope you're able to visit a mountain in your home state if you're staying local, or you're able to work around the travel restrictions if you are able to. Depends on what states are. Every state is different. Always check before you go. Every mountain's different. Always check before you go. Granted, a lot of them have the same things. Obviously, masks, gloves, social distancing, what have you. But please be safe and just contact them before you go. That way, especially going into the holidays. We're in Hanukkah right now. Christmas is next week. These, big days off, so people are trying to get outside, and when they get outside, they go skiing if they can. There are reservation processes. Just check with your mountain and ask, what do I need to reserve? What are the travel restrictions? All that good stuff, and you'll be ready. Make their job easier, make your day easier. Also check the conditions report, because it is still early season, and the snow might not be the best while we're out there. Right. Be safe. # be safe. Now that that's out of the way, my PSA for the episode. Why am I talking about the anticipation of the next day or the first day or whatever it is? You know me. If you follow this, if you follow Ski-Rex Media, if you listen to the podcast, you know that this is going to be, this was my first time out in 6 years. Went down to big snow for my first time on skis at all in 6 years. Wednesday, actually, why I'm saying Wednesday because it's Monday, but as this goes up at 9 a.m., on Wednesday morning, as it does each week that it goes up, which is pretty much every week, 9 a.m., I should be rolling into Killington. I should be rolling into the parking lot, in the line, showing the person, who's checking the barcode on the app, the Parkways app, man. Just show it to them like, hey, I got my parking reservation. Which way do I go? Boot up, head up the mountain. Anticipation, getting ready. I'm ready. Obviously, I got my mask. I got a truckload of masks. I got my hat. I got a truckload of hats. I only have 2 pairs of gloves, and only one of them is really any good. But all that aside, I was thinking about it, and I have to tell you straight up, and I wonder how many of you all have thought this, whether it be just one season to the next, one day to the next, if you've been off for years and years and years and just coming back on, whatever it may be. The anticipation is there, the positive anticipation, the excitement, the happiness, another day out on the hill, just another day being outside, getting out, getting back into it, going to a place that I've had a lot of good times at, for me personally, had a lot of good times at Killington. It's going to be my first time back out since 99, since around my 20th birthday. February, my birthday's in February. We went the last time to Killington in February or March. I want to say it was March of 99. So it's been a while. I mean, I've been up there. Obviously, I've hiked it. I've gone there for the World Cup races and what have you. But I haven't skied it. I haven't danced with this hill in 22 years, 21 years. And saying that, I mean, let's get it out of the way. Do I feel old? Not really. I'm 41. What are you going to do? But, I was still pretty young the last time I went there. And I'm nervous. That's really what it comes down to. You know me. I can't seem to just get to it. I'm getting to it. I'm nervous. The anticipation always has positives and negatives. It's always about how you handle those positives and negatives. I get that. Black and white world. One can't exist without the other. All the other existential positive and negative, whatever. Thoughts, feelings, writings, quotes from people, who know a bit more about philosophy than I do. The anticipation is wonderful because I am, happy. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. But I'm nervous because I've gone only to Big Snow so far. Big Snow does not have the length of trail that Killington has. Big Snow obviously is only the trails that they have inside. Big Snow, nothing changes. The snow changes throughout the day. It is real snow, but it's the same run, same couple of runs. There's the park, the main run, and the learning center. But it does take away a lot of the things that you know what I'm trying to say. It's constant, except for the way the snow changes, because the snow does get sketchy. It does like ice up and sheet up and shit gets sketchy. But mostly inside those four walls, nothing changes. The obstacles are the same. The people in there are the same. Where the amount may go up or down, still all the same. Where in any given day outside, especially when you have a ton of room to play in, anything could change and anything could happen. And we know this. It's not something we typically worry about. If you've been doing it for a while, when I was doing it, I never considered it. The only time it would change really in my mind was with change of venue. One day I'd be at Mount Snow. The next day I'd be at, Killington, or the next 2 days or whatever it would be. And then I've been to Stratton and Camelback and these Hunter, these places in Pennsylvania, New York, and Vermont. And now Big Snow. And I can't not think about it because I was scared. I was scared when I went to Big Snow. I really was. Got over it really quickly. And I figure, why be nervous now? Well, it is outside. A lot more variables go into it. I haven't done it in so long that it really feels like I picture it in my head. I picture looking down wherever I start. I don't know where I'm starting that day. I have no idea. I'm winging it. I'm getting out of there. I'm booting up, grabbing my shit, heading up the mountain, whichever lift I park closest to, depending on how parking works up there. I don't know. Beyond, getting checked in for the reservation. And I'm just going to wing it. And I've skied pretty much the whole mountain, I think. I would imagine I've done the whole thing. I've been up there a bunch. I had to have at some point done, well, maybe not all of it. There were a few, like I said, I tend to avoid bump runs. They wreck the knees quicker, and I need those. I need my knees. But I'm afraid. The anticipation, like the positive anticipation, which is the best part, like that's what we should be fueling, right? That's what I should be fueling, right? I have to know. Quick little side note here. When I do these rants, which are really kind of become my own personal therapy session, I've done a few of these like this, and I have to know, do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know in any comments on any format, whether it be one of the video formats or one of the many audio, on one of the many audio directories where you can leave comments and subscribe and rate. Please rate. I got a 5-star on Apple Podcasts. 5-star rating. That's awesome. Like someone thinks I'm good, and I love that person. I don't remember their name offhand, but I love them. Anyway, to continue my personal therapy session and rant, I just feel nervous, like I should be feeding into the positive part, the happy part, but I can't get off of it because what if I fall? What if I get hurt? What if, I'm not good? Like I handled Big Snow, and you'd think, Tim, obviously if you can handle that, you can still do it. Is it true? Is that true? Once I get outside, is it different? Will it be different? I honestly don't know. And I bring it to the masses because do you have this issue? Is this something we should all work to get over together? Nervousness, getting back in. Is it really like riding a bike? All things we talked about before, but really getting to that point of actually having to do it. I bought my ticket for Wednesday, the 16th. The day, I think I got it the day tickets went on sale. I bought one for there and then one at the end of the season in April during the Black Friday Cyber Monday sale. I got a Killington ticket for $30 for April. I was like, that's just awesome. I'm doing that. Plus by April, the way it's going now, they might probably be the only place open. Weather wise, who knows what the COVID stuff will have in store for us, but weather wise, they'll probably be the only place open. Well, maybe not. Yeah, well, it depends on how the winter actually turns out. We don't know. It's still early. It's not even fully winter. Fully winter is 7 days away. So who knows? It's next week. Anyway, I don't know. The anticipation of the whole thing has got me freaked out. Can I still do this? And do you feel that? And where does that come from? Like, we have confidence in our abilities, don't we? Most of us. Like, if you have no confidence in your ability, I get that. And part of me feels like I really have lost confidence in my abilities, and I've been here telling people, try not to be afraid, but check the condition report, ski to I think that's what it is. That is what it is, because I have been doing what I tell people to do to try and be as safe as you can. Check their conditions report. We talked about it 1 or 2 episodes ago or 3 episodes ago on the podcast. It's early season. Be safe. Ski the conditions that you can ski. So I'm going up there. It's still going to be kind of early, although it has been looking nice. The last few photos and videos I've seen from up there, the snow looks nice, so it shouldn't be an issue. Or maybe I'm just a pansy. I don't know. The point is getting past the negative anticipation sucks, and getting to the positive anticipation, it's troublesome, but it needs to be done because I am ready. I am so ready. Who isn't ready for this season? I've been hearing it all over. People are just excited to be back out on the mountains. A few haters, a few, tryhards and haters and things talking shit. But, generally speaking, people are happy to be back out on the hill, happy to be back on skis, on snow, on snowboards, whatever it may be. I think it's the same thing. I'm going to take one run, and that's where I'm going to be. But here's something else that I thought. Is this anticipation part of another episode I did? An episode about skiing and snowboarding being like a drug, as, using it as a form of escape. Is that part of it? Am I jonesing for a fix? And I don't mean jonesing for a fix of the Limp Bizkit mix. I mean jonesing for a fix of the hill. And I'm going to get out there, and this anticipation is going to go away, but is it going to go away in a positive way? And this kind of goes back to that. Is it going to go away and be just like, all right, I can do it. I'm fine. Just ski and have a good time. Or is it I'm going to go up there, ski, have a good time, come back down and just be fucking whatever, depressed, down, scared, anxiety-ridden mess that I am from time to time, I don't know. I honestly don't know. As you're listening to this, if you're listening to it on Wednesday morning, if you're listening to it on Wednesday morning, I'm out there right now. If you're listening to it on Wednesday evening, I'm probably on my way home. I'm going to try and be up there the whole day. We'll see how that works. I don't know. Maybe it is just a lack of confidence. I really don't know. But we try not to be negative here. I try not to be negative. So let's go into positivity. I'm excited. How excited were you when things started opening up and it was back to back and this hill open, that hill open? We're still getting hills open. Lee Canyon out there just to the north of Las Vegas opened, and other small stuff is opening, and Saddleback up in Maine, big people are screaming because that place is open. It's going to be great. I hope you're able to feed into that part. I hope you are. I hope you're feeding into it and you're feeling good about it. Like, don't feel bad about it. Like, because I just totally bummed out the entire thing, didn't I? Tim, you're a bitch, so that's why you just bummed it out because you're chicken shit. And yes, I'm trashing myself. I shouldn't do that. I know. It's all part of the bit, though. It's all part about what we're talking about, because I'm not really trashing myself. I wouldn't do that. I know better. Why? Here's the thing about trashing yourself. Self-deprecation. Think about this. And I actually heard this from the comedian Whitney Cummings. She said something along the lines of, talking trash about yourself, something that she said she was doing, and it was pointed out to her, would you want other people talking about you that way? So why should you talk about yourself that way? So self-deprecation aside, and I shouldn't do it, and I know, but the point stands that why be afraid of it? Why be scared of it? Because it's something I've done it, a place that I've done it. It should be a good time. As I leave, there should be a snowstorm. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like, as I record this episode, I almost wonder if I should put it out because it's going nowhere. It has gone nowhere. I'm here 15 minutes in. I don't know who's still listening, but it's gone nowhere because the anticipation idea was to talk about, how awesome is it to be ready? How psyched it is to get ready? Do you sleep? Do you dream? Some people don't sleep the night before they go skiing. They just get excited and they can't sleep. And they get up, and they're hammering coffee at, 5 a.m. to get out to the hill and just ripping it up. And then they sleep good the next day. That's from the excitement. Anybody does that. Or other types of excitement, not being able to sleep, not being able to eat, or just dreaming crazy, ski dreams. And I haven't had any of those, which I think is part of the reason I'm all negatived out. I know negatived isn't a word, but while I'm all negative about it and just freaking out. And part of it is vanity. I'm not going to lie. My form is garbage right now. At Big Snow, my form wasn't great. I was still trying to, feel comfortable on them. And I'm not taking the ski boards out this time. So it's going to be a bit of a difference. Not a bigger difference, but a bit of a difference. And, I'm just wondering, am I going to look good? It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I look like a beginner or not. Nobody up there knows me anymore. I don't know a single person up there anymore. I back in the day, I knew a few people up there. Now I don't know anybody, and I'm not going with anybody. It's social distance ski season. You gotta be careful who you go with. Maybe I'll run into someone up there. You never know. Maybe I'll talk to somebody. Maybe make a friend. I don't know. Unlikely, but in the days of social distancing, but and riding a chairlift by oneself and whatnot. But I don't know, dude. You should feed into all the positives. Feed into the positives. We know this. We know this so much. Feed into the positives. Make sure you are feeding into the positives. It's not easy. I can't put the negative stuff out of my head. But I'm trying. And I hope you're trying to. And I hope you are enjoying it out there. I've been looking around watching people's, social media feeds and whatnot. And man, it looks great. People are having a good time. It's all falling back into place. You almost wouldn't know that it was an ugly season with the restrictions, pandemic stuff, all this and that. You almost wouldn't know it. You almost wouldn't, because you still hear news. Again, get your mask on, get your mask on, get your gloves on, stay distanced, don't go in the lodge. In the end, that's just going to save you money anyway. If you're not buying lunch at the mountain, you're just bringing a sandwich. It's going to save you money. It's going to be the money-saving season of skiing. That's it. That's what I'm trying to say about the anticipation. Push the positives, not the negatives. Look at the bright side. You're going to save a couple of bucks if you're just eating peanut butter sandwiches. That's what I'm going to do. It holds the best. Definitely a food safety person right here. Try to be as safe as I can. Now, but we try to be positive, and we come up with these positives, and it's going to be different. And like I said, part of it's vanity, part of it's straight fear. I don't know what's going to happen on that day. It's a lack of control of that. There's nothing I can do about it. I can just go up and have a good time. The wonderful thing about it is, if you're like me, and I don't know, some people, it might not even take being off skis or a snowboard for 6 years. You might be off for one summer. You ski for the last time in March, April, or May, say on average. You get back in October, November, December. That summer and fall, late spring, summer, and early fall, that might be enough. And you go back out there and you're just unsure of yourself. Maybe, I don't know. For some people that might be true. For some people, it might be just other things. And this is just another, it could be something else. You know what I mean? It has nothing. Maybe if one were to sit down and really think of it and say, God damn, what causes me all this anxiety and fear? And I hate to use the word anxiety, but it does apply in this case. it doesn't take, everybody's different. It doesn't take a lot. For some, 6 years, I bet you most people would be nervous. Then again, there's some people who just go, it's like riding a bike, and they're off and going. I don't know what it is, but I'm here to tell you that it's worth it to fight through it. Now, if you get to that point where you get there, like this isn't going to happen to me, I don't think. You get there and you just have to bail. I don't know. It sucks, but if you have to do it, it's probably better. Because if you're at that point where you have to bail, it's probably not safe for you to be up there. I'm not going to bail. I will creep down the mountain, absolutely, if I don't feel good about it, but I will get out there and get the feeling. I don't know. Maybe it is like riding a bike. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe this episode completely stinks because I feel like it's going to suck. Again, that's what I'm saying. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe it's not just a fear scheme. Maybe it's something else in my mind, something I'm not fully conscious of, and I should probably work out with a real therapist instead of talking about openly on the old podcast here. I don't know. What I do know is that I am also excited, and I hope you all are excited too. I've been watching the mountains. I've been watching the webcams. I've been watching the social media stories. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter now has a similar function to that. And you see everybody put up all the stuff and they're doing their things. And I'm not a big fan of the TikTok thing, but I've seen some of those videos too. And everybody's out there getting it. And competition season is going the best it can and everything. And like I said, if it weren't for the little things that we end up having to talk about every day, you wouldn't even know the season was going to be any different. And that part actually I have no problem with. I've been asked, are you sure you're not just worried about the COVID stuff? And I'm like, I'm not worried about that at all. And I don't mean to sound arrogant about that. I'm just saying I'm not worried about it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm worried about. I don't know. I'm just going. And if you're listening to this on Wednesday, I'm already there and I'm already doing it. So swing over to my friggin' social media and see if I put anything up and see how I'm doing. I don't know. If there's nothing there and you haven't heard from me, call 911 and send an ambulance up to Killington. I'm somewhere up on the hill. I don't know. What'd you think of that episode? It didn't really, no, we can't end yet because it didn't really have any definitive ending. Here's the thing. The anticipation of a day is a wonderful thing. You get excited. You get happy. The heart starts racing when you think about it. You're cleaning everything up. You're getting ready to go. And again, like many of the things I talk about here, that goes beyond snow sports. That's anything you like to do. That's what happens. You get excited and everything feels great. Or you're like me and it's like, God, I haven't done this in a while. What's it going to be like? Can I still do it? Can I still do it to my level? Am I going to get hurt? Am I going to get hurt bad? Am I going to get dead? All this shit. Feed to the positive thoughts, man. Try and fight those negatives. Do it the best you can. And one of the ways I say to do it is just go face it. Just like I did at Big Snow, man. I was terrified the entire way down. And I got there and I was terrified going up the chairlift. And then I just threw myself off the hill and I was fine. And then I did it. And now I'm going to try and do that again. Right. I don't know, man. I don't know. The anticipation is a wonderful thing on some days and just other days it's not because it's negative. And I hope you don't have that. I really hope you don't have that. I don't want you to have that. I don't want to have that. So try and feed those positive thoughts. Do the best you can. Watch those conditions reports because that's different. If I looked up the condition report and it said, yeah, tomorrow's just going to be shit, then I should probably not go because I'm not confident in my abilities to handle it because I haven't handled it in a while. But on the other hand, I do have that Indy Pass, and after Killington, I'm probably going to be doing days next week during the holiday if I can. I might wait till after the holiday. We'll see. I'll be running the Suicide 6, JP, Bolton. I could go down the Magic. They're not open yet, but they should all be opening this week. In any case, I'm going to be, that's what I'm looking forward to is getting out there and doing it, and I hope you're looking forward to that too. I hope the anticipation and the want and the need pushes you to a more positive place. Right. I think that'll be a good place to close it. I just hope that you're, feed into it. Feed into the positive part of the anticipation. Don't let the negative, and if it is creeping up on you, find a way around it. Talk it out with friends. Start a podcast. Do something. Write about it. Do whatever you need to do to get through it the best that you can and get up on the hill. Right. Right. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Hopefully next week we'll do another episode. And actually next week's will be the Christmas thing. I don't know what I'm doing for Christmas episode because there's not much I can do for it. I don't think I can't have a big Christmas spectacular with actors and singers and bands and ice skaters and things like this. But we might even have another interview coming up as well in the coming weeks. So enjoy your week. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of your day. Get out on the mountain if you can. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you are wearing your mask, which I am, which I now have pulled up on the outside of my hat. Style is nothing I know anything about, but if you do, you pick inside the hat or outside the hat. Or if you have a neck gaiter type face shield thing like this, you could actually get up over your head under the hat and all that stuff. Anyway, enjoy your day, like I said, and enjoy the rest of your week. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did or you didn't, please put that in the comments. Like, subscribe, rate, do all that stuff. I would appreciate it. And we'll get back on track with the podcast in the coming weeks. What do you say? Don't forget to wear your mask, everybody. I'll see you on the next one.